Hello, students of class 8. How are you all? We are learning the chapter Blackwood House, and the writer of this play is G.C. Thornley. It is a play, and in the last two scenes, you understood the chapter very well. And in the last second scene, I also explained you that how Mr. Cooper gives him the advice not to purchase that house, right? Because he also says that there is a white visitor every night comes, and that white visitor is a died Miss Worley, who died before 2 years. And she's an unhappy woman, and every night she comes to that house, and that once again I would like to say what the name of the house is Blackwood House, right? So he wants that he should uh, leave this decision. He should not decide about the purchasing of that Blackwood house. He should not purchase that Blackwood house. And he once again tells him that you just put your idea one side and you buy one another house. Now, in the what is the secret about the white visitor, right? I would also like to show you the picture of that white visitor. Look at this. This is the white visitor. Fine. So horrible it is, no? Okay, fine. Now, the end is very interesting, my dear students. So we are turning towards scene 3. Now scene 3 is there, and what is the scene? What is this scene on the stage? You have to imagine that a bedroom in Blackwood House. Now Dr. Norton is in Blackwood House, and it is the bedroom. It is 1 minute to 12 on Tuesday night. Now only 1 minute left. It was going to be 12. Dr. Norton is reading up in bed by the light of a small lamp. Right? There is a light of a small lamp, and Mr. Dr. Norton is reading a book. His suitcase and some clothes are on the floor. Right? A suitcase and some clothes were lying on the floor. Now the third scene starts. This is the scene once again. Look at this. This is white visitor, Dr. Norton, right? With suitcase and bag, everything. Got it? Fine. Okay. Now the scene, as I told you, Norton looking at his watch. Now Norton is looking at his watch. Well, it's almost time. The clock strikes 12. Now this is the noise of the clock that strikes 12. 12. Now the visitor from the other world will come. Now he is waiting for the white visitor who is going to come from the other world. If she ever comes, he hears a sound just outside the bedroom door, right? Outside the bedroom. He listens to some sounds. What's that? Right? The door opens slowly and quietly. Now the door opens. What's happening? He is asking, what is going on? He sits up, right? He sits up in the bed. Something dressed in white from head to toe. From head to toe. This visitor was dressed in white, enters and stands near the door. Right? That white visitor stands near the door. Who are you? What do you want? What do you want? Right? Dr. Norton asked to the white visitor, who are you? And what do you want? Visitor, go. What the visitor says? Go. यहाँ से चले जाओ. Norton, no, I want. No, I'll not go. You go. That means he says to the visitor, you go. I'm busy. I'm reading. What he says? I'm busy just now. You go from here. I'm reading. He's not getting afraid. बिल्कुल ही डरता नहीं है. Visitor says slowly with long pauses between the words. Right? As the ghost is speaking, na, the same way he speaks. This is my home. You must leave now. Like this way, visitor spoke, no? Pausing in between the words, right? Stopping in between the words. He says like that. Now this page, page number 105. Okay, see the picture. Night. Okay, Norton, go away. I want to finish this book. Right? Norton easily says, simply says, go away. I want to finish this book. Visitor once again in the same way. See, leaving some posing in between. Fear is coming to you. Fear. What is this? Fear. Tum daro. Fear is coming to you. Fear. Norton says, I'm not afraid of you. He throws his book at the visitor. He says that I'm not afraid of you. Right? I'm bold. And he throws his books. He is having a book in his hand and he throws his books at the visitor. The visitor moves its head out of the way. Right? The visitor moves his head. Right? So the book does not stuck with him. You are afraid. Right? He leaned his out. He leaned his head. So he said that, oh, you afraid. I am not afraid of you. I do not afraid of you. I am not afraid of you. You afraid. Dr. Norton jumps out of bed and pulls the white cloth off the visitor's face. Right? This is the white cloth. What he does? He pulls off. खींच लेता है. Pulls off the white cloth off the visitor's face. Mr. Cooper. Good evening, Mr. Cooper. How are you? And who was this white visitor? She was not a ghost. She was not Miss Worley. He was only Cooper. Who was he? Now you also don't get afraid, huh? Because it was not a ghost. He was Mr. Cooper. So he says, how are you? Cooper says, why did you do that? You ought to be afraid. Now what is he say? What did he say? You should afraid of me. Right? तुम क्यों डरे नहीं मुझसे? Norton says, please sit down, Mr. Cooper. He is so normal, see. And he says that, sit down here, Cooper. I'm very glad to see you. I'm very happy to see you. Now the पर्दा उठ रहा है देखो. Very kind of you to come. Right? You came here, very kind of you. It's rather late for a visit. Right, isn't it? Why did you come? You are so late. Why did you come here? Cooper says, I didn't want to buy the house. Actually, what Cooper says? That I didn't want you. I wanted that you should not buy this house. Why? Norton says, oh, the price is only 1,000 pounds. If I buy the house for 6,000 pounds, you will get more money, won't you? Right? This house was only worth 1,000 pounds. And you told me to purchase the house for 6,000 pounds. And you will earn a lot of money from me, right? Is opening the secret. Cooper. That wasn't the reason. No. That wasn't the reason that I wanted some money. Right? Then, Norton said, then what was the reason behind being the white this visitor? Right? What was the reason? क्या कारण था तुम ये white visitor बन गए? Cooper says, I wanted the house for myself. अपने लिए. For himself he wanted to buy the house. Norton says, well, so it was all drama, melodrama. Right? By Mr. Cooper. Well, why didn't you buy it? Right? So Norton said that, why didn't you buy this house? Cooper says, the price was falling. धीरे gradually the price was falling because I was making a story like this. So I have only 200 pounds and the bank was ready to lend me another 600 pounds. He had 200 pounds because he couldn't buy because the price was high. But gradually because of this melodrama, the price was falling. Right? He had only 200 pounds. Bank wanted to give him a loan of 600 pounds. Now, altogether, 800 pounds were there. But the price is 1,000. Right? What is the price? 1,000. So he was waiting for the still falling of price, right? If it is up to 800 pounds, then it would be easy for him to purchase the house. I wanted it to come down another 200. I thought that if it will fall down another 2 pounds, then I will get the house, I will purchase the house worth 800 pounds. Then I could buy it. So it was the drama to purchase the house worth 800 pounds. So it was a melodrama by Mr. Cooper. Now what happened? See. Norton says, I see. Now I come to know. Those stories were helpful, weren't they? Now you made a story and that story was helpful to you. Perhaps you started then yourself and you wanted me to tell everyone that the white visitor came to see me, right? Because he told that, Dr. Norton told that if I would purchase this house, then after 1 week, if I'm getting afraid, then I would sell one. I would have sold it, and people would have asked me that why you are selling this. Well, I can tell everyone the name of the visitor now, Cooper. Okay, Cooper, Mr. Cooper, I'll give this name to the people that this white visitor was only Cooper. ये white visitor कोई और नहीं. It was only Cooper and it was his melodrama, right? So after all, the curtain has opened and that is a secret. There was no ghost. That ghost was only Mr. Cooper. So everything is very good now. Cooper, please don't tell anyone. Dr. Norton, I'll lose my business. I am an estate agent and nobody will purchase house from me due to this lie. Norton says, why didn't you think of that before? Right? Before this, you didn't think about this. You spoke lie and you cheated so many people. Now, good night, Mr. White visitor. Now, once again, he says that, oh, Mr. White visitor. Now, good night, Cooper. I want to finish my book and go to sleep. Now he is quite normal, and before this also he was normal. And he told that he wanted to finish his book and he wanted to sleep. So there was no white visitor. I'll come to your office tomorrow morning. He also told him that tomorrow in the morning I would come to your office and buy the house. Good night. By G.C. Thornley. So it happened that then Dr. Norton told Mr. Cooper that now Mr. White visitor, Mr. Cooper, you go from here and I want to finish this book and I want to go to sleep. So tomorrow I will come to your office and I will buy this house for 1,000 pounds. And this benefit Norton is getting due to his boldness, because he said that he was not afraid of all these stories that was created by Mr. Cooper. Actually, why he created this story? Because he wanted to purchase this house worth 800 pounds, and that benefit he wanted to get. And for that, he told Mr. Norton that he should purchase one another house on Pool Road. So, and if Dr. Norton would have afraid of this story, he would not have gone to that house and he would not have purchased that house. उसने खरीदा ही नहीं होता. So this happened that Dr. Norton did not get afraid of that and he purchased the house with a lot of benefits, right? So this play is in 3 parts, and because of that we made 3 parts of the story, and this play we completed 3 parts. And after this, my dear students, we are going to complete the question answers, right? So the same thing you are supposed to do. You have to find some words from this, whether easy or difficult, and you have to write some sentences of the same, right? And after that, whenever the checking would be there, at that time I'll see how many words you have selected and how many sentences you have written and how you are writing the sentences, right, on your own. You have to find the words and you have to write the sentences yourself. Fine. So students, in the next video we are going to discuss all these question answers, right? And after that, what you have to do, listen. And this I'll not give you as a homework, uh, but you have to do it yourself. Let me discuss with you, right? This is Mr. Cooper and this is Dr. Norton, right? You have to write about that profession, character, attitude towards Blake House, right? What he thinks about Blake House, in short. And Dr. Norton, his profession, who was he, then character, what kind of person he is, and attitude toward Blackwood House. ब्लैकवुड हाउस के लिए उसका क्या attitude है, what attitude he is having about this. So both these things you will have to write here. You have to fill these blanks, right? Okay, now after this there will be discussion of all these question answers, and after that we have to complete one grammar topic, but that will come after question answers. And that grammar topic is of if conditional. Now, that is in your PA2 syllabus, and that will complete in the after this one video of question answer. After completing this, we are going to complete if conditional, right? And that is the syllabus. That point is there in your syllabus. That topic is there. So there will be one video of grammar 2 after question answers discussion. Okay, fine students. So we are completing the chapter, and you will read now the whole play altogether, and definitely you will enjoy the conversation, right? In this way you can learn the dialogues, and through these dialogues you can do the conversation, right? You and your friend can converse in English like this way, as Cooper and Norton are conversing, right? So in this way you are supposed to speak fluently. You can speak fluent English if you read the dialogues again and again. Okay. So see you in the discussion of question answers after this video. Bye bye.